Okay, this video is for Oz, who asked how to grind for gym leader trainer notes. Obviously you need gym leader trainer notes to unlock level cap for your trainers. And some of the new ones, you really need a lot. Like this Kukui and Dawn, you need 15 and 8 Elite 4 notes. So there's 3 ways to grind for them, essentially. The first way that they recommend is to go into the main story co-op, and any of these I'd recommend just going with Rock. This is the method if you have a weaker team and you're just starting and you just want to get a few trainer notes. So if you go to any of the hard sections, unfortunately since it's co-op, you do have to team up with other people, but even if you don't find other people, they'll just give you NPCs. And as you can see here, the hard ones have, well, these are the ones you're guaranteed to get, but down here are ones with drop rates, rewards with drop rates. So unfortunately, it's not guaranteed. It's like a 50 or 60% chance. But if you grind through doing this a bunch of times, about half the time you'll get a trainer note each time. So that's not my favorite way because it's not guaranteed. But if you have a weaker team, sorry, let me turn my pen off. If you have a weaker team, you only need 9,000. And I'm well above that, obviously. But if you have a weaker team, that's how you slowly get more. The best way, if you have a stronger team, or even, actually not even if you have a stronger team, but the better way, in my opinion, is if you go to events and see what events they're running currently. These are all timed events. But the thing is that they all have, they all give reward tickets. And you spend tickets in the shop for the event. They're all timed, of course. But as you can see here, each event, so if you grind even the most basic one, you still can get 1 note and possibly a 2nd note. But just go as far up on the chain as you can in terms of difficulty of what one you can handle. And afterwards, you can exchange. You get up to 20 Elite 4 notes and up to 4 Gym Leader notes. So it is a little bit more of a grind, but I think it pays off more, especially because you can also spend it on other blends and stuff if you're missing other items needed to upgrade whatever trainer's level cap you're trying to upgrade. So that's the second way, which is the way I recommend. The third way is something that is not something that you can grind in one sitting, but it's something that you kind of just, if you really want to grow all your items. As you can see here, I have a ton of items. Most of this is just from checking back throughout the day as I have 10 minutes or so in the training area. They have these super courses that are timed, that there's a new one every 8 hours and they last for 12 hours. But if you have one that's a strike, tech, or support super course, and you can do the very hard or hard, they each have a guaranteed gym leader note and also a drop rate for a gym leader note and Elite 4 notes, which are the more difficult ones to get. And super hard also has a guaranteed one. So that's the way to if you just do that consistently, like throughout your day, if you have a 10-minute break and check back every 8 hours or so, and that's pretty much what you should go for if you're not sitting down to do a grindy, play session, and you just have like 5 or 10 minutes, just come in and do those, and you'll get some good stuff. Also, each of these, with the newest update, that's just this week, where they added eggs, these are actually the best drop rates in the whole game for egg rewards, for the 3-star egg rewards, which are the gold ones. So that's another reason to do the super courses if you just have time for like a 5-minute play session, because you have a good chance of getting eggs and you have a good chance of getting trainer notes. But if you want to sit and grind, you can do, like I said, either the main story co-op. To get to, you have to do co-op first, and just do a hard on any of these, which is not really that hard. They just call it hard because they need a level name. or my personal favorite method, which is the events, which all of these, I'll actually show you. And you don't have to just exchange them in the actual event. You can come over here to see all the events running. See events. And as you can see, all these events that are happening, there's 4 different events, and they all have elite trainer notes. I keep calling them elite trainer notes. Elite 4 notes and gym leader notes in their rewards. So that's like like 50 or so elite 4 notes right there. So that's probably the way to go. Just to get the most value out of your time in the game, the events are the best. The only problem with that is if you're just starting, your grind's going to be slower because the ones down here only give like 1 each battle, and the ones up here give like, how many? Like 5. So it's not that many more, it just multiplies quicker. You know, if you do 3 matches at 5, you get 15. If you do 3 matches at 1, you get 3. So hopefully that all makes sense. That's probably more information than you were even looking for, but that's just some info and some general tips as well of what you should aim to do. And before long, your bag will be full. I used to have to throw out items because my bag would get so full, but they recently, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, upped the limit from 10,000 to 100,000 for each item. So you can really just, when you have time to grind, you can just grind and save a lot. And then when you don't have time to grind, even if you get a new trainer and want to upgrade them, you'll have some left over in your bag. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks!